Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of DoorDash in Numbers, where I break down all of the metrics that you guys need to know to stay profitable with gig apps, as well as throwing in tips and tricks so that way you can actually be more profitable. In this video, we are putting everything together from our past videos to see how much we've actually made with DoorDash, to number one, see if it's worth it, and to number two, compare to other opportunities that are out there, like W-2 jobs that you might consider taking instead of continuing to do gig work. So we know our hours, we know our costs per mile, and we know how many miles we've driven. So let's put that together and see how much we've actually made. I'm going to be using the numbers that I used in my last video, which was from this particular week, where I made $706.94. I worked 30 hours and I drove 363 miles. So with my average cost per mile being 62.5 cents for expenses, driving 363 miles, that gives us $226.88 of expenses. Subtracting that from our revenue, we get total profits of $480.06. And then lastly, dividing that by how many hours I worked, which was 30, I get average about $16 per hour. So $16 an hour sounds pretty good. Most restaurants and other W-2 jobs in my area are hiring for less than that. I think I could get a $15 an hour job pretty easily, but since I am making more, then either way, it's better for me. However, that is post-taxes. So if we truly want to see apples to apples what we're making compared to the market rate, then let's take the taxes out of a W-2 job to see what the actual take-home pay comparison is. To do this, I'm going to be using this tool that calculates it all for us. It's in the description if you want to use it for yourself, but I'm just going to take you through my numbers here and show you how it works. All right, so what you want to do is go to this website, again, link in description. So the first thing we're going to do is select our state. And I'm in Indiana, so there's two ways we can do this. One is comparing to our actual numbers, which we'll do first, but then I also want to compare it to a full-time job to kind of get a sense for some of the job offers I've seen out there. So, if I'm looking to switch to W-2, then I can know what's worth it or not. And again, with this, it is a little tricky because we're working backwards. I already have my net profits, which again is $480.06. So we're just looking for something that can match that after taxes, so that way we have something that is equivalent. So we're just going to kind of punch around some numbers. Let's do $20 an hour again with the 30 hours we worked. That's apples to apples there. Just press enter and bam, that's actually really close. So let's adjust it a little bit more. We'll just scroll down. Go back to edit. So a little less, let's say 1950. Again, at 30 hours, we don't change any of this. This is all withholding stuff that you don't want to mess with. Slap that in there and bam. Okay, so literally like not even $5 off. I think that's close enough. So essentially, if I went and found a W-2 job, I would have to find something that's paying me $19.50 an hour to get the same take-home pay as I am working gig apps for the same amount of time. Now, there are some jobs that I've seen around there again for full-time, so let's punch that in, and I've seen one for like $15 an hour, so let's see how that compares. Pretty much exactly the same. Let's adjust that down. I think I can get a little closer. Let's try $14.50. All right. Yep. So literally $1 off of our take-home pay. So this tool lets me know that what I am doing in 30 hours, my take-home pay is going to be the same as a full-time job at $14.50 an hour. So now I can use this to, decide if I'm going to stay with gig work or if I'm going to go and find a W-2. So with that, we finally have apples to apples comparisons of how much we're making versus the going rate of a W-2 job. Even with that, though, there are differences that you might want to consider. So for me, I absolutely enjoy the flexibility of working with this. If I need to, I can work 60, 80 hours next week to make up for, the busy holiday season. I didn't work as much. I was spending time with my family or whatever. But on the other hand, you have possible benefits, maybe retirement savings accounts or, whatever they're offering. But that is about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and comment down below if you guys are using this information to determine, if you're going to stick with gig work or move on to a W-2 because you found out, hey, it actually pays more. But yeah, and do subscribe as well. I'm going to be coming out with more DoorDash in Numbers content. I'm going to be covering taxes here soon, as that season is just around the corner. And I am shooting for 1,000 subscribers, so any help would be wonderful with that. And check out my card game that I made with my buddies. It's a lot of fun, and it makes for a great Christmas present. So definitely check that out in the description below as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.